Hi guys, it's Mrs. B. Day 2 of NTI instruction, and we're going to get back to our game that we played yesterday, which was called Show the Difference. But before that, we're going to warm up with some place value practice. So I've drawn these blocks out for you, and I want you to tell me what number is it that I'm showing you with these base 10 blocks? While you're still working on it, Mrs. V is going to do her part. If you got 155, so did I. I have 1 hundreds flat, 5 10 rods, and 5 1s cubes. So I have 100 plus 50 plus 5, which is 155. We're going to count by tens from 155 until I tell you to stop. All right, so if we have 155, if we add 10, we have 165. If we add another 10, we have 175. If we add another 10, we have 185. If we add another 10, we have 195. If we add another 10, we have 205 or 205. If we add another 10, we have 215. If we add another 10, we have 225. And if we have and add another 10, we're at 235. All right, so let's do that again. 100, 155, 165, 175, 185, 195, 205, 215, 225, 235. That is correct. Okay, that is our warm up for today. What we're going to do now is you're going to play Show the Difference with your parents, just like you did yesterday. You are going to remember step 1. Player 1 spins the spinner for the hundreds, the tens, and the ones and makes their first number. Player 2 then spins the spinner for hundreds, tens, and ones and makes their first number. Then player 1 goes again for their second number. Then player 2 spins them all again for their second number. Then you're going to go ahead and find the difference by subtracting those two numbers, and the player with the highest difference wins the round. You're going to want to play about 5 rounds of this, okay? And remember, if you don't want to do the standard algorithm, these are number lines and you can use them as your open number line. Let me just give you a quick review and then we will move on and I will let you play and tell you what your independent practice is. Okay, so say my first number is 552. And my second number is 475. I would do 552 minus 475. Okay, and so I would set mine up in the standard algorithm way because this is how we were practicing it at school. Before we left, remember, I'm going to draw out my base 10 blocks and you need to do the same thing because some of you still need to see it in order to work it out and remember your steps, and that is totally okay. Okay. So then my board would look like this. Okay. Remember hundreds, tens, and ones. That's what the HTO stands for. And I start subtracting in my ones place. I have 2 base 10 unit cubes. Can I take 5? I cannot because my bigger number is on the floor. I have to go next door. I'm going to take one of these tens and I'm going to turn those into 10 ones because I know that 10 ones make 1 10. So go ahead and do that. Should look like this. And because I took a 10 away, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is what it looks like in your standard algorithm. This is 10, 11, 12. So the 2 is not a 2, it's a 12. Now that the bigger number's at the top, I can keep going. So I need to take 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I take 5 away, that leaves me with 4, 5, 6, 7. So 12 minus 5 is 7. Now I look at my tens. I only have 4 tens here. It wants me to take 7. Can I do that? No, I can't. I need to regroup. So I go to the hundreds place and I take 100 away. When I do that, I am left with 4 hundreds. How many tens make 100? 10 tens. So I'm bringing back 10 tens. So go ahead and draw your 10 tens for Miss V. Mine look like that. And 10 plus 4 is 14. Now can I take 7 away? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have 5, 6, 7 remaining. Now it's time to move to the hundreds place. I have 4 and it wants me to take 4. So if I take all 4 of them, how many am I left with? That's right. So 552 minus 475 is 77. Okay? And if I were to do it on my number line, that's fine. But if you notice, if I do 475, if I add 100 to it, I'm going to get to 575. Is that bigger than 552? Yeah, I can't add the hundreds. So I'm going to start with my tens. 475 plus 10 is 485. Plus 10 more is 495. Plus 10 more is 505. Plus 10 more is 515. Plus 10 more is 525. Do you see how I'm getting that? Okay. Plus 10 more is 535. Plus 10 more is 545. If I do 10 more, I'm going to get to 555. Do I want to get to 555? No, I don't. So now I'm going to switch to ones. 545 and 1 is 546, 547, 548, 549, 550, 551, 552. And that is how I get 77. Your 7 tens and your 7 ones. 77. And that's what my answer was. So you're going to go ahead and play this game with your parents today. When you are done with this game, you are going to do the paper called More or Less. And I want you to complete version B. And I want you to complete number 2, number 4, and then number 5. I only want you to complete number 2, number 4, and number 5 on the More or Less version B sheet. If you have any questions, you may email me and I will be there to answer whatever questions that you have. Make sure that you have your parents take a picture of it or send it to me on a PowerPoint or anything else that you would like to do. I hope you guys get creative today and use those super awesome music skills or art skills. And I will see you for our next lesson. Bye, guys.